Hello everyone, and welcome to the first opinionated piece of the Vertical Slice. This is going to be one in a growing series of things. Today's opinion piece is a rather recent and more on topic one. And the topic of the week is, should publishers follow EA's lead when it comes to E3. Now, if you're not aware of what I'm even talking about, EA recently revealed their EA Play initiative. This is where fans, regardless if you have a ticket to E3 or if you just live in London or a surrounding country, that you can get to London to. EA has announced, hey, you can come and play our games. Hence the term EA Play. And I have some opinions about that. First, I'm going to kind of critique EA Play in a nutshell. I think this is a positive step in the right direction. I don't think we need a one-stop shop for everything video gaming for the year. I think we need kind of separate places, but like in the same kind of locale, if that makes sense. Kind of like if EA's here, Ubisoft's here, like kind of little tents in the same kind of city of E3, or have it to where you can go there for an hour and play all the games there and not have to wait in big lines, and then go to the Ubisoft tent, and then go to the Microsoft tent or Sony tent or whatever. And I also think that publishers and developers should, if it is in a playable state, if there is a specialized demo running on that machine and is being played by a person with hands that are attached to a controller, that are moving buttons and sticks and triggers, and shoulder buttons, possibly. But anyways, I think that those demos, the ones that are playable, should be released to everyone via Xbox Live, PSN, or Steam, in respective platforms. So if it's a PC game, release that demo, even if it's just a show floor demo. Just release it. Now that may be seen as, oh, you can never do that, but Microsoft back in 2005 when the Xbox 360 launched that year, I think they had a few select demos from their E3 press conference that said, here is every demo we could get for, and we published it on Xbox Live that day. I think we need to do more of that, but every single demo that's playable. That may be seen as a big task, but I think it's seeing a trailer or demo being played, just watching it is fine, but playing it is a completely different experience. Like I played the Division beta. I watched people play it, and they were making it seem funner than it is to me. But then I actually got my hands on it, and then it's a completely different story. But down off the critique scale, should publishers do that? Is it feasible? Well, I think it is feasible. I think it costs. I don't know exact numbers. I don't know even rough figures, but I know time and time again, people like IGN have raised concerns about rising E3 booth prices. Even just to go to E3, it's expensive. It's just from KC to LAX, and getting a hotel and getting Uber and paying for food. That's about $3,000 right there. That's a big ask for everyone. just to get there. That's not including media tickets or anything like that. And if you're just an attendee, expect to pay $700 more. I think that's a big ask too, because $700. I mean, yeah, it's a media event, but still, I think for attendees, they should be able to go like maybe $60 charge. I don't know, but I understand why it's $700. But I do think E3 is a dying thing. People told I thought E3 2015 was spectacular, but I just think that the booth prices are way too high. I mean, I just think it's getting to a melting point, and I think EA sees that. And EA kind of started to drift away from that structure, and I think Ubisoft will soon announce that they're doing the same thing, based off their past E3 conferences. But they went to a special venue. They weren't even at E3. They had a booth, but their press conference wasn't even inside E3, so it was like across the street in a theater, and so was Ubisoft's. But Ubisoft was like 3 blocks away or something like that. And then Microsoft was also outside the E3, but but that might be reading too much into it. Like, all the press conferences took place outside of E3 this year, but that might just be because it wasn't open. The show floor wasn't open, so therefore you might not be able to hold your press conferences there, so I may be reading a little bit too much into it, but I think I'm surprised they announced this early, but anyways, so I could definitely see Ubisoft doing it this year, because they tend to just host talks, and I could even see Ubisoft doing something similar to Nintendo Direct, where they just pre-record it and stream it, because the live aspect of it is kind of lost on people, because a lot of people like me won't be watching unless they actually go to the event. They won't be watching it as it's happening, unless Ubisoft did what they spectacularly did last year and do it at like 7 p.m. or something like that. That was a nice break, because it was like, okay, EA did theirs at 1, so I got 6 hours to write up all these stories. Back when I was doing the bladedtechshow.tumblr.com. I'm now at theverticalslice.com. But anyways, I think Ubisoft could do it. I don't think Microsoft or Sony could feasibly do it, because I think they are too dedicated to E3. And I think Ubisoft is too, but I think they're more about the fans than they are about than you might realize, because they've listened to your criticism of Assassin's Creed Unity. I thought it was a pretty decent game, but then again, I didn't play it as it came out. I came out months later. Well, maybe not months later, but I played it out as it was being patched, so I never saw any of those things where it was like faces missing or anything like that. Microsoft, I wouldn't see that happening until the Xbox 2 or whatever it's going to be called. Same thing with PS4, PlayStation. And I think you'll actually see a lot more non-publishers do their own conferences, like the AMD showcase last year on PC gaming. Although it would probably be a little bit more rehearsed. I think Oculus does a press conference this year. I think Microsoft might do a whole press conference at E3, like HoloLens, everything, like saying, here's Windows, and how here's how it'll operate on Xbox One, because we've kind of seen how the design has changed on Xbox One, but we haven't really seen how Windows 10 integrates yet. I'd love to see that at E3. But anyways, this is getting too much into E3 predictions, which I am still writing up to prep in time for April or May. Who knows? But let me know if you liked the video, and if you have deeper thoughts, deeper thoughts. You can comment on there, maybe provide me some constructive criticism if you disliked it. And if you want to see more of these opinion pieces, trailers, news, I'm looking to bolster every YouTube video, or every video that we do, rather. And I really hope this becomes a thing that we do every week. I posted the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer, Mutants in Manhattan, the Valkyria Chronicles trailer, the Unravel music as a story of the game, or something like that. I posted a lot of trailers, so go out and watch them. Highly recommended. So until next time, that's the Vertical Slice.